up, everyone? I'm so excited about today. Thank you so much for making time for us. Today's podcast is a special edition. We're going to host another guest. Yesterday, remember that we hosted another guest, and today we have another guest, Samantha, who's one of our VA mentors. I'm so excited that she has volunteered her time to come and share her knowledge and experience about the VA industry with you. So like and share this podcast. And just to introduce myself, I'm going to be your host. I'm Stella Mwaniki, and this is the Virtual Conversation Podcast. So I'm looking forward to this, just getting to know who Samantha is and what she has to offer all of us. And as always, I'm the co-founder of Virtual Assistance Africa, and our objective is to empower you as a VA with knowledge for the industry so that we can better serve our clients and also help you thrive better in your business. So welcome, Samantha.
Thank you so much, Stella, for having me. I'm so excited to be on the show.
Likewise. So tell us a little bit about you. What makes you tick? Who are you? What do you do?
Okay, so Samantha is my name, obviously, and I am a sister, a friend, a lover of all things planning, all things organizational, which is how I ended up starting my business. I'm also into fitness, and I actually used to run a fitness blog a few years back. So that's how I actually got into the space of social media and learning more about that. And then how did I start my business? I started my business when I lost my job in 2020, with everything, with COVID and all that was happening. So I made a list of the things that I already knew I could do. And then I did a little bit of research, and I found that I could work online with the skills that I had. And I've been able to build my business successfully over the last 2 years. I've multiple clients across the world, and I love interacting with other people. I also have a YouTube channel where I teach people on how to be better virtual assistants.
Awesome. So would I be correct in calling you a VA coach?
Yes, actually, because I did start as a money coach, and then with a lot of inquiries coming in, which is actually why I volunteered, is because I wanted to expand my reach more to other people. And I saw that you were doing a great job with helping VA, specifically in Africa, to get more knowledgeable and get more skills. So that's why I actually signed up to be a mentor.
Awesome. And we are so happy that at least, as you can hear, fellow VAs, she has a wealth of experience for 2 years and even interacting with clients across the globe. That's huge. So actually, I'd be very interested to know your background, because most people and then sorry, and this is what happens when we are
working from home.
Icebreakers here and there. So let me tell you, tell me more about yourself in terms of your background, because most people have a misconception about being a VA. They just think it's all about data entry, or it's for people who are basically jobless, But how do you bring professionalism or your skills from your past job into the VA industry? Just shed a bit of light on that.
So for me, I'd always been in admin-based roles. Like I was a receptionist for a while, and then I was a financial administrator at my last job, where I had bookkeeping experience. However, how I got to design my business was I started offering admin, but a lot of my clients wanted social media. And then I realized that, I need to pivot to becoming a social media virtual assistant. So obviously there are different types of virtual assistants. Many people start with the admin ones because that's generally the easiest. But as you get into the role, you become an expert more and more. So I used my personal experience, not even my own experience, to become a social media VA because of the fitness blog I was running, the YouTube channel I had, and I used to do some influencer work on my Instagram when I was doing the fitness stuff. So that helped me pivot my business to become a social media VA. But I have experience as a bookkeeper, project manager, secretary, reception, that type of thing. And then obviously my love for planning, organizing, coming up with strategy, all that came into play. So maybe then if, to the viewers and the audience listening, if you decide you want to become a virtual assistant, just start by making a list of what you can do. It doesn't matter whether it's you've done it at work or you've done it in a personal capacity. Whatever it is you can do, you can turn it into a business.
Yes, you've had that, gems dropping. And I actually concur with you. It's very important to have multiple skills and start where you are, because like in my experience, I'm also a project manager, my background, and I also have a background in finance. But sometimes you realize some tasks or some VA jobs are seasonal. Like you don't always get project jobs or maybe finance jobs, and maybe social media is always there most of the time. So it's I'd encourage all of us to just try and use our skills from our past experiences and see how you can position yourself in the VA industry. And hence the reason why maybe you can just tell us a little bit more about your passion for mentorship. Were you mentored before you became a VA, or it was just pure research? And
it was literally through research. So what happened was, a few years back, I was watching a lot of YouTube and seeing other virtual assistants, but a lot of them were in the States, or UK, Australia, that type of thing, and there weren't any African virtual assistants that I could find at the time. And so for a long time I couldn't figure out, how do I start this when I'm here? So then I put the idea on a back burner. When I lost my job, that idea came back up. It's like, okay, this is actually the opportunity, because there's really nothing for me to do. I've been retrenched before, 3 times actually. So it was, okay, girl, you actually need to get serious. There's no need to take a hit. And that's how I started the business. And because of that, I was able to see that there was a need for more mentorship, particularly for VAs in Africa. So if you see a lot of the titles on my YouTube channel, there are a lot to say how to be a virtual assistant in Africa, how to get clients in Africa, because we are, like, the market for VAs is still very small in Africa. But for across the world, they've already been doing it for 15, 20 years. And we are just catching up like 3-4 years, So that's why I decided to
agree with you.
It's
true, because there's a gap, and even if you look at people that you can look up to, most of them are in the US and they're doing really, really well. But how do we conceptualize that and bring it in Africa? So I'm really excited about this opportunity, and that's why as VA Africa we decided to open the doors for mentorship, because as one person it's really impossible to mentor our whole community. And I realized that most of us also have a lot of skills that we would like to share with people, and a lot of us are lacking opportunities to create impact. So we decided, you know what, let's pair up people, let's create this mentorship program and see how far it goes with this. And so for you, maybe you can just give the key areas, because you have multiple skills. Which are those key areas that you'd really want to work with those VAs?
So mostly social media, setting up the systems, like actually the groundwork of starting your business, and then virtual assistant confidence. So I noticed a lot of the people who sent me messages, oh Sam, I want to become a virtual assistant, I want this, I want this. And then I replied to their messages and I asked this one question: what have you done so far to start your journey? And sometimes it's crickets, sometimes it's like, I'm looking but nothing is happening. Oh, I talked to my friends, I created an Instagram page, and then, but you can see, like, especially when you go on the Instagram page and you've seen the graphics they've created, you can see, okay, this person knows what they're doing, but they're not sure of themselves. So that's one of the key ones I would want to be working with, VA confidence. Because I think a lot of people think you have to get a course, do a certificate, you have to be a super expert to become a VA. But the thing is, you have to start with what you have and then build upon that. Like for the first year in my business, I used free resources, basically YouTube and Google. that is what I used to start my business. As I started making money, as I started reaching out to more clients, I started changing, creating like welcome packs, onboarding systems, and figuring out as I went. But when you don't know what you're doing, you're kind of like, oh, this might not work. And people tend to give up very quickly. So, yeah.
I love that. I really love that, because there are free resources, and sometimes you just need someone to talk to and start off. It's not that complicated. Like, Samantha said, you really don't need degrees and masters to start. Just start where you are with what you have. And just a takeaway for those that you're going to mentor and interact with, what's the one thing you really want them to take from you?
That it is possible to make a successful virtual assistant business in Africa. So a mini testimony, I've been able to actually move out and start living by myself. This computer that we're talking on is a new computer that I bought through my business. I'm making basically 6 figures monthly. The thing is, the 6 figures part in Africa is different from in the States.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm making consistent regular income through my business. And so it is possible to do it. It's possible to work for yourself. You don't even need to work with an agency. It's possible to get clients with leveraging your social media, because that's how I get all my clients. I have a website, but I don't have clients coming through my website. They come through my social media and friends.
Me too. And I keep telling guys in our training, because we offer virtual assistant training, that market yourself. Go out there, use the platforms available, LinkedIn, be it Facebook, Instagram. Just tell people what you do, because clients are trying to find people through online platforms as well. Yeah, and so exactly. What would be your closing remarks or the advice that you give to those who are hanging on the fence, deciding whether to work with a mentor or not? Is it really relevant? Should they do it? What's your advice?
It's actually good. Like what you're saying, sometimes you just need someone to talk to. Sometimes you need someone to guide you, like to say, okay, these are the key things you need to do to get your business going. Because maybe you're not sure of yourself, you're not sure of what you need to do, or these are the key resources that can help. So I was fortunate enough that one of my clients was a business coach. And so we did a trade exchange. I was doing money coaching for her. She was doing business coaching. And I found through that, I was able to learn a lot and really scale my business quickly. So having a mentor, having that support, having that guidance can help your business grow faster than it would have if you're working on your own.
Excellent. I hope you had it. I hope you've learned something from this podcast. Be sure to comment, ask questions in the comment section, and we'll be more than happy to interact with you and just guide you further. And maybe Samantha, people think you come from abroad and that's why you're so confident about this. Which part of Africa are you from?
I am from Zimbabwe and I'm currently living in South Africa.
Great. See, we are making it. And I'm from Kenya. So these things are not stories. They're realities. VA pays the bills. VA employs people. We have employees. And individuals. You don't have to use agents like Samantha or myself. You can actually get your own clients and grow from there. So looking forward to having you just sign up for the mentorship program. And if you're a mentor and you just want to impact some more in the African continent, let us hold hands and together reduce the level of unemployment, create awareness about the VA industry, improve on our confidence, and showcase to the world that as virtual assistants in Africa, we can do it. So thank you so much, Samantha, for just making time with us. Maybe you can share your social handles where people can find you, your YouTube channel, and then you give your closing remarks.
Okay, thank you so much, Stella, for having me. And for social media, my Facebook page is Samantha Dube VA. My Instagram is _Samantha_Dube. It's a very common name, but I'm sure if you just type Samantha Dube on Instagram, I should be in the top, let's say 4 people. And then my website, samantha.com. You'll be able to see a lot of more information there. And then thank you so much for having me, and to the VAs out there, aspiring VAs, this is your chance. Take this opportunity to learn for free. For Stella and myself, we probably did a lot more Googling, but now you've got someone to tap into, and it makes that so much easier. And this is an opportunity for anyone who's in Africa trying out to be a virtual assistant. Take it while it's still free, because I think next year we're going to charge it. Stella?
We're going to charge it. So take advantage, guys. And leverage on the group also. Ask questions, interact, because that's how we grow. That's how we grow. It's not about competition. We have, the VA market is really growing. There's opportunity for everyone. So it's about collaboration and just growing together. So see you in the next podcast. Goodbye.
Bye, Stella. Bye, everyone. Thank you.